But they're not going to have a nuclear weapon.
President Trump met with his national security team this afternoon, and a senior White House official says U.S. strikes against Iran are on the table.
We all know the great Prime Minister of the UK, and we just signed a document. This is
How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Y, the channel. Aloha, everybody. It is Wednesday, June 18th. And yeah, it's a quick it's a quick day. It's a day of all of a sudden now it's the crazy day. You know? Oh. Okay, one, I wasn't gonna do this because I probably won't see this till later. I gotta edit it. Yeah, I got
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I'm turning off the news. Toastmasters today, a surprise. Oh, I got a doctor appointment because my mom makes all these doctor appointments, and there's all that, and then there's the war going on thing, and I was just gonna do a quick little thing about that, so to speak. So Israel and Iran, that's the vlog. Here's the news. Israel and Iran, they're exchanging the volleys. You kind of know all this part right now because it's everywhere right now. And then, Trump booked out of the G7, like, and he's going over to figure stuff on this Iran-Israel war thing. So, I think he just didn't want to be in the G7 for one. And two, he's got a certain interest in this thing because of Israel. Remember Gaza Strip, and I'm going to make it Mar-a-Lago? So, Netanyahu is apparently going to just go full force with warring on Iran, and
he hides.
That's a international community, because they're attacking
I hear you.
Despite what you think with nuclear weapons being nuclear weapons, you just don't go in and attack country because no one wants this. Everyone can attack at any point whenever they feel like it on a whim. So that's the international crime, is he attacked, just like Putin attacked Ukraine. So there's that. Then there's the thing of, does Iran actually have nuclear capabilities? Because they had a pact, what they call it, the JCPOA, point of action, or joint council, joint committee, something of that, whatever. JCPOA, that's the Obama agreement with Iran, which...
He is touching you.
Okay, I don't want to get too much. That was lit. Iran, you can't enrich uranium. So Trump pulls that away. He jumps out of that. So now Iran just enriches uranium. Israel just goes, hey, they're going to blow us up because that's their plan all along. So they fire missiles. So now Trump has to come to the aid of Israel because they're an ally, right? But also, I think, I've heard tale of Trump and his Jewish mob connection from New York City. There's all kinds of connections other than U.S.-Israel ally, there's kind of Trump connections. Look at Gaza being made into Mar-a-Lago. I mean, that was the idea. Just move the people out and we'll make the resort. That's why he's getting those ideas.
When did it happen?
Okay. So, that's Trump being pulled in by Netanyahu. Not U.S. by Israel, Trump and Netanyahu. That's the point there. Now, here's the other thing is if U.S. being, if Israel's being attacked and they help defend from missiles hitting Tel Aviv in Israel, for example, that's one thing. But Netanyahu needs to wipe out Iran's enrichment facility. So they need the U.S. big bomb, big beautiful bomb. It's the M.O.P. M.O.P.
Correct.
That's the correct. It says. Oh, thank you. It's the M.O.P. is something. Penetration is the P. Oh God, I had it. Something M.O.P. Massive Ordnance Penetration, something or whatever it was. M.O.P. It's the bunker buster. So it goes boom, 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 boom to the deep bunker thingies and gets the whatever in the deep bunker. And in this case, it's the uranium enrichment inside the side of a mountain in a deep bunker. So they need the M.O.P. Bumper. Beautiful M.O.P. bomb. Boom, boom, boom. U.S. has it. Israel don't. So now Israel wants the U.S. to use the bunker buster and destroy this facility, which is kind of deep in
over here,
Iran, Tehran. So, yeah, that would mean U.S. direct involvement in attacking Iran. And Iran, of course, is a big, huge ally with Russia. So here we go. Now, is this motivational? I mean, purely, Iran does support the terrorists in Gaza, the ones up from Lebanon, the Hezbollah, the ones up from West Bank, the whatever, Chichen Itza, whatever they call them. Those little terrorist groups are all backed by Iran. Iran is doing nuclear stuff and will continue to enrich uranium. Are they years away though? Probably not with enriching uranium. They can probably enrich the uranium, but they still need to put it in something that goes somewhere.
Suffering.
They're not quite, like North Korea. North Korea's got the missiles. Well, the missiles work. That's why he does that. Iran don't have that, but enriching the uranium, yeah, they can probably do that. It needs to be about 70, 80, 90% enriched. And they got, 20, 40%. But they can do that. So, is it worthy? It's, no. It's not, there isn't a level of U.S. saying that they can be in the war with that. Plus, and here's the big plus, the U.S. Congress is the one who says if there's a war or if the U.S. is not at war. It's the U.S. Congress that declares war, not the president.
Correct.
Then again, we're talking about President Trumpy Bear. So, when was the last time he obeyed Congress? We got purse strings with Congress and this. So here we go. Is the U.S. about to be at war with Iran? And it's just seconds of who knows. So that would be very terrible because if they see Israel wants Iran to be not just not enrich uranium, but they want a regime change. They want the Ayatollah remember Ayatollah Khomeini? They want the Ayatollah, the supreme leader, gone. And Trump,
I remember you,
will be with his hands dirty with if they destroy the regime change, there's going to be utter chaos in that region. And last time they did that, that's where ISIS got a hold. You got ISIS groups, the little groups that come and control. ISIS came out. So we have supreme leader against supreme leader, and big beautiful bunker buster bombs. Let's hope that the United States.
hello,
And over here, chaos, because it just ripples effect. It's just I made this way too long. Oh my gosh. Well, here's some news from Hawaii. Yeah, you'll see this probably way later. The air war rages on. It rages on, and the war rolls on. It applied at serving U.S. interim chief because there's like there's such a
how do you feel?
gaping hole with police chief. The last police chief was super corrupt and got all. Then now there's this gap. There's no police chief. And there's baseball. Okay, there's baseball, and then there's baseball.
Terrible.
Terrible. I don't know what's going on. Oh wait, which way do I go?
She's hiding.
A little back in the day. I remember back in the day we went, hey, let's go down to the local store. Hey, Pushka, Junkin Paul, hey, Pushu. Okay, Chinatown along North King Street, back up, playful music, sword fight. Okay, between a 7-year-old and a 6-year-old, 91. So I guess they're doing laser swords.
Closer.
Oh, was that political cartoon? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh sure. Yeah, Iran in the crosshairs. Oh, is this the thing?
Understanding.
Okay, finger at the pulse. Shapiro. Checks. Learn from the. I think it's this one here.
Israel has advantage of nuclear double standard.
For almost a week, beginning on June 12th, Israel launched an attack on
Who
Iran
is he?
and claims it's preventing Iran from developing and stockpiling nuclear weapons. There are also claims that Iran attacked Israel out of the blue and they were responding. When it's all other way around,
Fortunate.
it's the other way around, Iran is the victim of illegal Israeli aggression. Iran does not have nuclear arms. Israel has up to a few hundred. Iran has complied with International Atomic Energy Agency IAEA inspectors that enter its country. Israel does not need to do so. Iran is a signatory to the Treaty of Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons. Israel is not. It's nuclear double standards by Israel. Israel violates multiple UN Security Council resolutions. In 1981, the UN Resolution 487 clearly calls upon Israel urgently to place its nuclear facilities under the safeguards of the International Atomic Energy Agency. We are not being told everything. Norman Fujioka, Liliha. Oh, yeah.
Disgusting.
Disgusting? No. Thank you, Norman, for sending in your letter there and all. Hell? What are you talking about? Yeah, but don't get your knickers too much in a bunch. Sure. The Atomic Energy Commission happened right after Nagasaki and Hiroshima in 1945. Einstein was around and saying, hey, that's a bad idea. I'm telling you. Now it's like, oh, you used the bomb. That's a bad idea. Say the Nuclear Regulatory Commission way back then. So Israel, it's like, I don't know, grandfathered in. They really didn't have. So when new countries and they're Islamic, sus, and they're being kind of like, they're starting to enrich uranium. This is back, like Iraq and Iran, and back then They're like, no, we can't have these countries having a nuclear bomb, enriching their own uranium. It's like backyard pipe bomb building, except it's a nuclear bomb. And so they had that thing going off on them, and they signed that pact, and they were signing the pact, and we're not going to do that. Oh yeah, we won't do that. And then they were doing it anyways. And then during President Obama, that administration, they said, okay, you got to have inspectors come and inspect your plants to make sure you're complying. Israel's already got bombed. All these other countries already got bombed. We didn't want another country with a nuclear bomb. That was sketchy. So, if you remember, Iran would go, oh yeah, come on in, inspectors, inspect this plant, and they would move all their stuff over to another plant. And then when they got to go inspect that plant, they would move it. They'd play like a shell game. That's what was kind of going on with Iran back then. So it's like, it's sketchy. Anyways, gotta go. Shouldn't have made this too long. Anyhow, have a good day. Cross your fingers that the U.S. don't get into war, because that would be bad. And Trump's like itching to be Mr. I told you so. I warned you. And we got the bunker buster, and we know where your supreme leader is. Mm-hmm. Trump's waiting to be like that. So it's probably gonna happen. Oh, sorry I said that. Hello, have a good day. Bye now. Oh, good to say. Bye. Aloha. Have a good one. Well, maybe I can edit this later, but aloha for now. I'm gonna go run all over the place. Okay, aloha.